These are 3 books I think are overhyped, 3 books I think are appropriately hyped, and 3 books I think are underhyped. Now, these are just my opinions about the book, so it's okay if you don't agree. Starting with the books I think are overhyped. First, we have We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark. I actually did like this book. However, there was just so much hype around it before it even came out that I thought this was going to be like a 5 or 6 star read, and it just wasn't. It was just very overly hyped. I think I gave it 4 stars, and I really do think the second book could be a 5-star read. Another book I felt was overhyped was The City of Gods and Monsters. This book just felt longer than it needed to be. The plot in this book felt drawn out to me, and I was finding myself bored. I never really felt truly invested in all the characters, so I only read to book 1 and I have never continued. And the third overhyped book, in my opinion, is Wild Reverence. Now, I feel like I should have known better with this one because I did not enjoy Divine Rivals or Ruthless Vows. I just knew because of that I wouldn't like this book, but I tried it anyway. And I had the same problems with this book as I did with Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. I was finding myself bored, and I honestly wasn't invested until like 80% into the book. So if you are like me and you did not like Ruthless Vows or Divine Rivals, I don't think you will like this book. I would not recommend it. I can see why people enjoy this book and this writing. I just think it's not for me. Now for books I think are appropriately hyped. The first one is Daggermouth by H.M. Wolfe. This is what I mean when I say I want a dark dystopian romance. I was fully invested in the plot. I loved even the side characters, and this did enemies to lovers so well. Another book that is so appropriately hyped is The Ascended by Greenwich and Lennox. It is really everything and more everyone is saying it is. If you want it to be that 6-star jaw on the floor ending, then you definitely need to read Riftborn and Dustbound first. My third appropriately hyped book is The Book of Azrael. I slept on this book for so long and I have regrets. A dark urban fantasy. The plot is so good and I loved the female main character. I am currently on book 2 and I cannot put it down. For the underhyped books, the first one is Between Tides and Thunder. This one is just not talked about enough. It is a perfect romantasy standalone. You have an arranged marriage where the female main character is being married off to the enemy kingdom. There are twists you just will not see coming. Another very underhyped book is The Silversmith. The yearning in this book is some of the best I have ever read. So good your chest will physically ache, and I was in tears. And the last underhyped book is The Poisoned Daughter by Sheila Masterson. Now this book is starting to get more hype, but I think it still deserves more. Someone who loves dark romance and romantasy, I thought this was the perfect blend of the two. There's arranged marriage, the female main character has poison magic, her kisses are poisonous, and it's a standalone. This is pretty spicy, but I promise the plot is not sacrificed. Those are some romantasy books I thought were overhyped, appropriately hyped, and underhyped.